If you're selling Medicare Advantage, there's a huge change coming up in April, starting in April 1st. I'm Doug Massi. I'm here with my Medicare Advantage sales trainer, Jeffrey Salamone, and we're going to talk about that change. We're also going to address 4 key things. And first of all, those changes and who they're going to affect. Commissions for independent agents, are they going to change? When can you sell Medicare Advantage and who to target? And who should actually be selling Medicare Advantage as an independent agent? That's a question we've got to address, because I've found a lot of agents that only sell Medicare Advantage for like these companies. They don't realize the income potential and what they could be doing as an independent agent. So first, we're going to ask, please give the video a thumbs up. And I do suggest subscribing if you're new to the channel. We're putting out new insurance sales content and Medicare sales training videos just like this all the time. And guys, stick around to the end of the video. I'm going to show you how to get a copy of the Senior Market Door Knocking Guide. This thing is huge if you're selling, multiple products, especially to the senior market. So with that being said, Jeff, could you go over these changes, exactly what they are that are going to be starting here in April 1st?
Big change that's going on April 1st that's going to affect many agents that are out in the field, selling all year round to specifically the dual eligibles and the LIS consumers. Those, the changes, CMS eliminated the MDE election code, which is the maintaining dual eligibility election code, that used to be available between the first 3 quarters of the year to allow quarterly switch for any consumer that had LIS or Medicaid status. So they eliminated that.
So no more, moving a client from one plan to the next plan each quarter. We used to be able to do that, and I guess we could still do that, but starting in April 1st, I guess the bottom line is no more of that.
It's going to be pretty limited. However, they did create a new SEP, and they're calling it INT. It stands for integrated. Not all states have integrated plans just quite yet. It's my belief CMS is probably going to be, and the states are going to be pushing towards integrating all states here shortly, I'm sure. But some states have what they call integrated plans, and they will allow clients to coordinate their Medicare and Medicaid. So what that means is if you encounter somebody, say in May, and they have Humana Medicaid, but United Healthcare Medicare, that you can use that SEPINT to move them from the United Healthcare Medicare to the Humana Medicare plan to coordinate their Medicare and Medicaid, so they can coordinate together, and that's what they call an integrated plan.
Got
so
it.
that is the new SEP that's coming along.
Okay.
So
now again, it's not in every state. It's only in some states. Is that correct?
That's right. Yeah, not all states have the integrated plans.
Okay, so you guys got to do your own due diligence and verify, what you can and can do in your state. So, Jeff, are there any changes coming up with the commissions for the independent agents, of course? And one thing I think it's important, what is the actual commission right now for Medicare Advantage prescription drug plans?
Sure, yeah. So right now, as it sits, an independent agent broker, like yourself watching the video, if you are independent, you should be getting $626 per new to Medicare enrollment. And that's paid to you directly from the carrier, not from your FMO, IMO, or whatever. That's paid directly to you from the carrier. And if you have somebody that is already on Medicare, they call that a renewing policy. Depending on what month of the year, if you write them during AEP and they have a January 1st effective date, then you're going to get paid half of the 626, which is 313. Now, depending on when you write them and switch their plan, that $313 is prorated based off of how many months are left in the year. So
Ah,
depending on when the effective date is, depends on how much of that 313 you make for that year. And then obviously the renewals start the next January for that policy.
got it. And those are lifetime renewals for these Medicare Advantage prescription drug plans.
Absolutely.
Okay.
As long as they are your client on a plan through you, you're going to make that money every single year, whether you switch them and you have the advancement, or you keep them on the same plan and you just get paid the $26 each month. Um, and as far as changes with compensation, they usually don't release those new, the new changes to how they're going to pay or how much they're going to pay until till the summer months.
Got it.
So,
So we'll know what that's going to be later. We don't have that yet.
yep, we
Okay.
probably won't know till late summer.
So a lot of people don't realize that you can actually sell Medicare Advantage plans all year long. And I know this change is going to change that. So who can you still sell all year long? How will that work?
Yeah, so of course you have obviously AEP, which is October 15th through December 7th, and then especially with the Part D changes this year and whatnot. OEP, there is so much opportunity for agents during OEP, which is January 1st through March 31st. Consumers have a one-time chance to switch their plan. Maybe they didn't realize the Part D change happened and they need to reevaluate their plan, or maybe they made a change. Maybe they spoke to somebody over the phone and they didn't realize, and they made a change to an inferior plan and would like to switch back to the plan they had before, and that's where you're Johnny on the spot to help them with that. And then so what a lot of agents are concerned about is, as like we talked about before in the video, um, the after April 1st, who's available to sell. For me, my primary focus in the second and third quarter, so to speak, is definitely one of the big things is veterans. I always tell people veterans are a great place to find enrollments during the off season. They have special elections that they can join an MA only plan, um, throughout the course of the year. Um, I always say that, the people that served us the most are the most underserved after they're done serving, and it's true. A lot of people don't pay attention to the veterans in
Wow. I didn't
the
even realize. So I just learned something new. I didn't even realize that would still be an option. And of course, guys, you've got the people that are turning 65, and that is a highly targeted market. Jeff, do you target that market at all?
Yeah, the turning 65, obviously everybody, that's an obvious one. Everybody likes the turning 65, right? That pays us the most, and that's where you can really create a lifelong client, is if you can hold their hand from
Bingo.
the very beginning and educate them from the beginning and build that trust.
All right. Excellent. Excellent. Good stuff, man. So, who should sell Medicare Advantage as an independent agent? I mean, I know that's kind of a broad question, but you and I were talking about this last week. Who should be doing this? Who should absolutely be selling these products?
Final expense agent, I always tell people final expense agents make the best Medicare agents, because we already have the trust with the client. We already are familiar with this demographic, and we're already there. You're walking
Bingo.
over deals every single sit if you're selling
Bingo.
final
Yeah,
expense.
you already built the relationship, so they know you. They're making a payment, on their life insurance. So how hard is it to show them in many chances like a no premium product that they absolutely need to have, and when they already trust you?
Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
Beautiful. I believe like the part timers. I think that people that are in maybe even other markets that would want to sell Medicare Advantage, I think it's got a good part time opportunity too for, you know, maybe independent agents or people that are just kind of breaking into the independent market. How do you feel about that?
You know, we've had success with a few different avenues. We have a guy that does he's a CPA. He does taxes, and he markets to his tax business, and he does great. Um, you know, I have a guy that does PNC, and he doesn't necessarily do it himself, but he's got an agent with him that does it. So it's all done in the same office. You know, financial advisors. We have another person that's very successful at this. They don't sell group insurance, but they go out and seek group insurance advisors and partner with them so that when people come off the plan, it's a natural flow to them. You
Nice.
know, there's so many different ways to skin the cat.
A lot of opportunity, a lot of opportunity. Excellent, man. Hey, thanks, Jeff. I think we went over some pretty good information. Guys, if you'd like a copy of that senior market door knocking guide that I mentioned at the beginning of the video, just email me at doug@ufesonline.com. If you'd like more information on being one of our independent Medicare Advantage agents, which means you're going to get the full commissions, the lifetime renewals, and we'll even do free mail drops for you. Absolutely. Just shoot me an email at that same address. As always, when you put the needs of your clients first, everything else will usually fall right into place. Now get out there and whatever happens today, make sure that you do something good for someone else today. Happy hunting.